Alright, this is Andrew Jolly with Joda Home Inspections. Today is January 9th, 2021, and we're doing a sewer scope at 4210 West, 3675 South. We've got the camera pushed out 142 feet, and we're not quite to the city connection yet. So this is a longer line for sure. I think that it doesn't go out the front of the house. I think it goes out the side of the house and goes to the side street. There's a clean out in the yard over there, and so I think that's tied into this. We're going to see that shortly. If you look on the right hand side of the line, well, actually both sides, it looks like you have some sort of buildup. That makes me curious if construction materials were cleaned out and then flushed down the lines. Mortar or drywall compound or something. That doesn't look like typical grease. So there's part of the line that we're not able to see. As I push my camera further and further out, it gets harder to push to continue, and that's as far as I was able to push it. So there's the clean out there. So we're at about 125. So I think we were almost to the city connection because I walked it off and I figured you have another 25 feet or so before it hits the sewer line after the clean out. And so I think we were very close to hitting the city line, but just not quite there. This is a newer part of the line, and so I think a repair was made here. In fact, the yard is still kind of dug up. There's still grass missing, and so I think it was probably a recent repair, if I had to guess. So you had a little bit of standing water as we went through that newer part of the plastic line, and so that indicates a little bit of a flat spot. You always want everything to drain on its own with gravity. But that was, as far as a flat spot, that's far from the worst that I've seen. My camera head wasn't even going underwater, so that's good. I haven't seen any roots, which is good. Now, as I was inspecting, water was backing up from the floor drain in the basement. So I was expecting to find some sort of a significant issue with the sewer line, and I'm not finding that. And so that makes me wonder if you have a blockage somewhere between, somewhere maybe on a smaller line, between the floor drain and whatever's draining into it. If you have a blockage before it hits this line that we're cameraing, it's going to back up at the lowest spot, which is the floor drain. Sometimes it'll come up through a tub or a toilet, but it depends on what's feeding into it. We have cast iron here. Cast iron is usually the weakest link because it gets very rough and rusty, and it can catch on debris and create a blockage. This is looking pretty good though for cast iron. A little rougher through here. It's a little bit flat. Alright, now we're coming back up the roof stack. So honestly, I didn't find the significant issue I was expecting to find after having that backup down on the floor drain. I would recommend having a drain company come out and try to determine why that might have backed up. It's probably an issue with maybe a kitchen line or the bathroom line. I'm going to go back down and make sure that it wasn't anything that was simply spilt, but I've already looked once, and it had debris. It kind of looked like wastewater. It didn't look like fresh water, like something had been drained into it. So I'm going to end this recording now.